Hey there, teachers. This short Schoology Tools video is going to be on linking courses. This is super helpful in my opinion, mainly though in secondary. What's nice about it is you can post materials from multiple sections at once. So if I teach 5 sections of 6th grade science, rather than having to make 5 separate courses and move materials to 5 separate courses, I can link those sections together, all 5 periods together, into one course. When I put a test in there, it goes to all sections. That's really nice. It's especially nice when you make an error on a test and you have to fix it. You don't have to go fix it in all 5 courses. So that's what linking courses is. It saves a lot of clicks and time. There's only one button on your dashboard then. You have 6th grade science. You don't have to go to all the separate courses. They're all there together. And you can still technically assign something to 2nd period but not 1st period. You still have that ability. So before we dig into this a little bit though, let's go into some of these considerations. Even though these courses are linked, I can put a test in there for each section. They still have separate grade books, separate class lists, separate grade settings. So they're still separated. You can still see that. So when you're doing something like syncing to PowerSchool, you still have to go in there and set that up for all 5 sections, even though it's all linked together, because there's still 5 separate grade books and 5 separate grade books in PowerSchool. You need to do this for any grades are in your grade book, because it's going to wipe out your grade book. It's going to give you the opportunity to download your grade book and you can re-upload it. I say don't mess with that. Do this beginning of the year, beginning of the semester. Don't deal with that. And you can still assign things to different sections. Even if chapter or period 5 isn't ready for the test yet, you can assign the test to this class period on this day, on this class period on this day. It's still possible. And these have to be courses with the exact same course code. So when I taught honor science and regular science. I could link my honors, I could link my regular, but I couldn't link the two together because they had 2 separate codes. In that case, I did have to move things that were the same from one to another. So it's not a perfect system, but very helpful if you teach 4 or 5 of the exact same class. So let's get into this a little bit. I'm going to go here to Schoology. And you'll see that I have linking course, test course. I have section 1 and section 2. Those are my 2 courses. Right now, I can go in and move stuff from one class to another. Kind of annoying, but I can. If you click My Courses, though, this always gives you that better under the hood view of your classes. And once it loads, here we go. I'm going to scroll down to my linking courses classes, and you'll see them right here. They are listed vertically, so I have one on top of another. Section 1 and section 2, 2 separate classes. If I come over here and click the gear to link to existing section, I can link section 1 to section 2. Now again, they have to be within this same frame here, this same course code. So I'm going to link section 1 to section 2. And it's going to ask me, hey, what do you want to do with your grade book? This is why I do this beginning of the year. It doesn't matter what I do with it because there's nothing in my grade book yet. Always do this first. Now, you'll notice they're side by side. They're horizontal here. Here's that grade book download we're going to ignore because it's blank. And there are my 2 courses. Now, when I click that, it takes me into that one course. I don't have to go into section 1 and section 2. They're both here together. Any folder I had in section 1 is now section 2. Notice it says 2 sections. Any assignment I make in section 1 is already in section 2. 2 separate sections. I can click the gear. I can edit this assignment. And you'll notice the bottom here where it says all sections, I can customize. I can assign this for one day to one course, one day to another course, or you can give it to all of them on the same day. So you still have that ability to control. Last few things I want you to see is if you go to your members, you'll notice even though it's one section, now they're now separated by a drop down. So there's section 1, there's section 2, 2 different members lists. If you go to assignments, they'll be the same. If you go to gradebook, you'll also have a drop down. There's section 1's grades, there's section 2's grades. So you still have that separation. And then most importantly, when you come down to PowerSchool to set up and sync your classes to PowerSchool, when you're setting that up at the beginning of the semester, you still have to use that drop down to do both. This isn't a real class, so it's denying me, but you'll notice I still have a drop down up here. I still have to set up my gradebook for section 1 and section 2. So while things are still slightly separate, while you have the ability to assign different things to different sections, it's really nice because now I have one course logo. This will go away here. Now I have one course logo here, And all the materials are right here in this one class. Super handy. If you have to change an assignment, change something else, it's really, really nice to be able to do that. So that is linked sections, section 1 and section 2. 2 class periods. I'm just putting them in one class. They're going to put all the same material there, and I don't have to do it twice. Linking classes.